Good afternoon. It's your girl Linda. How you guys doing? I hope you all are well. I'm going to just say a quick thank you to everybody who has been following me this week with my video series on my healing journey. I really appreciate you all. I hope you are finding the content engaging and helpful. Please leave me a comment and let me know how you like it. Give me your feedback. Drop it here in the comments on IG or on my YouTube channel. Hope you are subscribed over there as well too. Today I'm going to continue on with my series on my awakening and how I dealt with my anger. Because my anger was the really source of a lot of what I was dealing with in my journey and when I first started. I was just an angry individual. And in the previous video, I went over the steps that my therapist gave me to implement into my daily life and my interaction with people and how I responded to situations. Today, I want to just talk about one of the things that really helped me in my journey, and that was just shifting from having a quick, anger, venomous response. And I have a Bible verse that I want to just share with you all real quick. It comes from the book of Proverbs, chapter 15. Verse 1, and it reads, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." And that really resonates with me because, that is really true. I'm going to give you an example. A major part of my anger issues stem from my relationship with my father. It's a lot of stuff I'm not going to go into real deep right here. But I was angry because, one, I didn't have the relationship that I wanted with him. I wanted that traditional or normal father-daughter relationship, and it wasn't there. Our relationship was strained, it was tumultuous, and it was verbally abusive, with him being the verbal abuser to me. He would call me out of my name, he would call me bitches, and he would tell me F you when I wouldn't do what he wanted me to do. And I would respond to that in an angry, harsh way. I would come back to him and say, well, F you too, and I hate you, and I hope you die. It was crazy. I'm telling you, I had a lot of anger, and a lot of it was directed towards him based off of my childhood and different things that I saw him do to my mother, and how he just was a violent, abusive person, and how that affected me. And it came out in my adult life. And so that was one of the things that I dealt with in my therapy sessions. So that first year was a lot of that time was also spent on that. And in these sessions, my therapist gave me tips and suggestions on how to deal with him and in my interaction with him. And one of the major ones was shifting how I responded to his abuse. And that would be with me, one, saying, no, you're not going to talk to me this way. So that's the major one, like setting a boundary, saying, hey, look, wait a minute. I'm not liking how you're speaking to me. It's uncalled for. Don't do it. I'm not going to listen to you while you're doing it. And I would remove myself from the situation. So that was the major one. One was just setting a boundary and saying, hey, you know what? You're not going to talk to me any old kind of way. And I'm not going to take it. And so I would remove myself from the situation until he calmed down, or till whenever, he changed. So that really helped me because it limited my interaction with him. And two, I wouldn't have these emotional flare-ups. I call it an emotional flare-up because it would be very emotional, and then I would go home and I would be just sad and depressed and just despondent over the interaction. And I would be feeling that way for days at a time. This went on for years until I started the healing process. So that was a major step in growing and changing. I had to come back with, one, a boundary, and then two, just not respond in the way that he was talking to me. So I wouldn't say F you to him. I'll say, you know what? Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to just stop talking. I'm going to remove myself I'll talk to you later. So that was one of the major lessons that I learned, was how to respond. And I had control over that. And then that would shift that particular interaction. And then second, I had to come to a place of acceptance with the fact that the relationship that I had desired was not going to come to be, just because of the way that it just wasn't going to be because he couldn't give me what I wanted as a father, or didn't know how to, didn't have the tools to. And I had to come to a place of acceptance with that. And that was hard. It took some time. I had to grieve that reality, that realization that what I had desired in my heart wasn't going to come to be. So then I had to make another shift. See, there's a lot of shifting going on. And a lot of it was the work that I had to do, because we can't change others. That's the second or third lesson, is that we can't control others. We can't change others. All we can do is just change and control how we respond to others. And I had to come to a place of an acceptance that this person, my father, is who he is. And I had to accept that. But also didn't have to accept his abuse any longer. So that's another thing too. Like, I realized too, I learned that, no, you're not going to just talk to me in any kind of way. You're not going to be mean to me. I'm going to set a boundary here. And I did that early on in my sessions. And I am so forever grateful for it, because now when I deal with him, it's better. I'm not angry. I'm not, cursing him out. Even though he just recently cursed me out, but not to me personally. He told my mom something. And then again, you know what? I made another shift. I set another boundary, because that's what I can control. I can't control him, but I can control my response and how I respond to him and others, people, and other situations. So the takeaway for this video is, you can't control others. All we can do is just control ourselves and how we respond to it. And 2, set boundaries for yourself. And you will see things start to shift in your mood and in how you respond and how you deal with situations. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Stay tuned for Friday's video. I'm excited because I have some special guests that's going to be joining me. And I can't wait. Have a good day. Have a good rest of the day. And I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.